Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and most reliable MUT coins on the market. And don't forget to use code Ferdy at checkout for 5% off. What's going on, guys? Today we have a Season 2 edition of the Worth It series, where it's kind of not the Worth It series because these cards are free, and all you have to do is just grind for them. But we're going to talk about the Comp Pass cards, the Season 2 cards, just kind of give you my thoughts on all of these cards. So, first things first, our shout out of the day goes to my man, Unending Karma, for commenting the emoji of the day on last video. And if you want a chance to be shouted out in the next one, let's comment the fish emoji. But getting started here with the Field Pass rewards, not as good as I don't think in Season 1, just because, mainly, I mean, I like the cards a lot. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But the main reason why I say this, is call me crazy, but no alternate jerseys. That's the first thing I could tell right off the bat. And it doesn't look like the rewards are anything crazy, but it was similar to that in Season 1 as well. I just like the jerseys, and unfortunately, we're not going to get them. But yeah, a lot of golds aren't going to mean a lot, especially in October, November, and probably early December. You know, the season's probably going to change right before most likely Zero Chill starts, so do keep that in mind. Kind of throughout this video, as my chair is squeaking, I'm not sure if you guys can hear that or not, but I also do want to show you guys the Comp Pass. We're actually going to start with the Comp Pass players, but the main thing we don't know about the Comp Pass yet, and we're not going to know until Friday, is if this right here is a Legend Fantasy Pack like we had for the Season 1 Comp Pass, or is this just going to be a Legend Pack like like you can just buy in the store, and those won't be that good. I'm really hoping this is going to be a Legend Fantasy Pack, but odds are it probably won't be, because if you look right here, you're going to see we have a hero that says Fantasy Pack, and this also says Fantasy Pack here, so most likely this is just going to be a Legend Pack, and that sucks. And for level 50, all it is 50k coins that you can see, and the Legend Pack at 53. So they did change a couple of the objectives in Field Pass to make it, in the Comp Pass, to make it a little bit more easy. But all it's really going to do is it's just going to extend how long you're in a game for now, and people probably won't quit as much because you don't need to win the game or whatever. But yes, getting started here with some of the players. So if you do want to see a Team of the Week breakdown, I'll be dropping that video tomorrow too, or today, I guess, while you're watching this. I'm recording this video the night these cards got revealed after stream. But Justin Fields will be good. Keep in mind, you will not be able to get this card for a little bit. Probably, keep in mind, it'll be like AJ Terrell, and that was maybe 2 to 3 weeks, 2 weeks, I think. But Justin Fields looks good, and if you're the first 1,000 players to get this card, you will get him with Fearless. But unfortunately, it is 4 AP, which is quite expensive for Fearless. But this game looks pretty solid. I mean, this card looks pretty solid. 91 speed, no theme team, good throw power, good accuracy stats, even good throw under pressure for the Justin Fields card, and he also has a pretty good release. So I'm a fan of the Justin Fields card. I love the way his gold card played, so I'm sure I'm gonna like this card too. And I can't wait to try him out. But if you're the first 1,000, would I use Fearless on this card? Probably not. If it was like Set Feet or something like that for 4 AP, sign me up, let's go. But for Fearless, probably not worth it. Javon Curse, if this card came out right now, he'd be the best user in the game. He would be Taylor Mays-like as a user, not against the run really because of the hit power. But as far as physicals go, he looks really good. And there's really not a crazy benefit to being the first 1,000 on this card because Acrobat isn't that good. But if but I guess you would have to buy him if you're not going to complete the Comp Pass towards the end. But we're probably not going to get our hands on this card until mid-November to probably early November. I think Justin Fields will probably get mid-October, kind of while most Feared is coming out, and who knows what other quarterbacks are going to be coming out during that time. Looking at it right now, Javon Curse, I don't know what cards are going to look like late October to mid, November, but I would imagine Javon Curse will get passed. And his special ability, Acrobat, isn't that good. I mean, cards get Acrobat now, and people don't use it because it's not that good. Continuing here to our Field Pass players. Okay, so as you can see right here, they, like I said, they updated some of the Comp Pass stuff, but for the Field Pass, the first guy we have here is Aaron Donald. And this card is just like Bryce Young was, where you kind of get that first edition, and then you can upgrade him later in the pass, and he looks pretty good. He does get that special ability that's kind of like inside or outside or edge threat, which is better pass rush on the outside, but it's just on the inside. So it could be a really good ability. And yeah, all of these players have their specific custom abilities, which is pretty cool, and makes these cards play unique, which I've always kind of wanted. The Aaron Donald does have that inside threat, whatever it's called. I don't remember the name of it, but 88 strength. He's gonna have perfect traits across the board. This card's gonna be really, really, really good throughout the year. Yeah, probably into Season 3, you can probably use his card defensive tackle. With how good his traits are, and with that ability, if he's the only guy to get that ability with his traits, he's going to be an absolute dog. Next up, we have Jason Kelsey, and apparently there's some kind of Easter egg that is on these cards. I think it could be one of three things. I think, one of the things could be the Kelsey brother chemistry that we've seen in past Maddens. Or it could be all 32 team chems on Randy Moss, or it could be something to do with Taylor Swift on the Travis Kelce card. I'm really hoping it's not that, but it might be something like that, unfortunately. But Jason Kelce does get the linchpin ability, which improves all offensive line blocking. So it's basically just going to be protected, but for your lineman instead of your quarterback. So that's actually a big W there. And yeah, he's the only guy in the game to actually get this. So if you're going to be running Jason Kelce, linchpin is really nice. And it won't let me, for some reason, my mouse is freaking out. Okay, it's back now. But Jason Kelce looks pretty good. Next we have Travis Kelce. They're both in this field pass. So that's why I say the Easter egg could be the Kelce brother chems, or it could be like an alternate card art for Travis Kelce. Again, I hope it's not. That would just be brutal. But 88 speed, he is, he's basically stat-wise at Vernon Davis's level right now. But keep in mind, at level 35, this card, who knows where he'll be. It really does depend on how good his custom ability is. And his custom ability is, it's some kind of third down specialist ability where he has better catching on third down on like mid route. So pretty specific ability for, 2 AP, which is usually not the move. It's kind of like goal line back where it's only used in specific scenarios. But on third down, I guess it is pretty important. But we have to see how good that ability is. But most likely Travis Kelce, by the time you get him, will not be worth it. Next up, we have Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons, if you're using his free MCS card, you know how well he plays. This card's gonna be really no different. 89 speed's gonna be nutty. Even if he's not the fastest edge rusher in the game when he comes out, which I still think he will be, he's gonna be amazing, man. And he does get this special X factor where it's not an ability, it's an X factor where he's able to kind of break up passes but also rush the passer at the same time. So it kind of makes him just like an absolute demon out there. But I would probably really only emphasize this X factor for rushing the passer, because unless I just don't see the pass coverage aspect of this being that good. I just don't see it being too practical, because you're not going to put him like a deep blue or anything. Unless he's going to play in the flat. So, Micah's going to be a really good edge rusher. I don't know if his X factor really will be. I mean, you might as well run it. You might as well. But you're not going to see it that much. It's not going to mean that much. And finally, for our Season 2 Master, we get Randy Moss. And as you guys can see here, every 10 levels, you're going to be able to update or upgrade the Randy Moss card. I'm not sure what he does start at, but unfortunately, they didn't say he gets all 32 team chems. They didn't say it, but for some reason his logo is not on the card. So I think that maybe could be the Easter egg. If he does get all 32, major W. I think they should do this. I mean, they did it last year with Deion Sanders, and I hope it comes back, because, I would hope that I would hope he gets all 32, because you're grinding the whole season for this card. But yeah, 92 speed, and also, it'll make him be relevant for longer, because he'll get +1 or +2 speed depending on what team you're running. But yeah, 90 short routing, 90 mid routing, 92 deep. If he was in the game tomorrow, he'd be the best in the game by far. He's not going to be. He's going to come out, like I said, you probably be able to get him until mid-November, most likely. With Randy Moss, the same way you weren't able to get Ramsey for a while, it's going to be the same thing. This is this season's Jalen Ramsey. But I wonder what overall he starts at. My guess is 86. I'm probably going to have 87 speed, so if you have one of his teams off rip, big W there. But I'm hoping at least at his full upgrade, he's able to get all 32. Maybe throughout the way it makes sense, but I'm hoping that on his final, you can give him all 32, very similar to how the team captains were. But as far as Season 2 goes, looks pretty good to me. I was hoping that we'd get some kind of new game mode to grind or something like that, but all we got is a fixed field pass, fixed field pass objectives. They're kind of doubling down on the field pass objectives, still have the long games. I was hoping they would change something like that. We also do get 7 AP on offense and defense opposed to 6, which could help out a little bit as far as running these special abilities. But I am excited to see what these cards can do in game. I think the card I'm most excited for is probably, obviously, Randy Moss, but Micah Parsons looks really good, as well as Aaron Donald. And if the Kelce brothers do get their own chemistries, it could be pretty interesting. But Season 2, Mutt, Compass, and Season 2, I would probably give it like a 7. Looks pretty good to me. I wish there was just better rewards throughout the way, like outside of players, like pack-wise, and I feel like they missed them, like no jerseys, things like that. No Legend Fantasy Pack kind of knocks that down for me. And also, like I said, the lack of something new in this game that I wanted. I wanted like a new mode, like something different, that we have right now. Because at the end of the day, halfway through this season, it's going to be stale again, the same way it was this season. Unless the content's good, which it could be. It could be. There's a chance it is. But odds are. So, of course, as always, let me know which card you're most excited for. And as always, I will see you boys in the next one.